Hello friends, welcome to the channel. If today is your first time here, we want to extend you a warm welcome. If today is your first time here, we want to extend you a warm welcome and invite you to look through our playlist, as we are confident you're going to find something useful and something that you will enjoy. If you have been here before but you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and the notification button. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. Today we're going to talk about electric tools. And as you know, I have a lot of electric tools and I'm very pleased with them. I usually prefer Rigids and Ryobis. I have a couple of other brands, but that's mostly what I buy. And recently I've started buying KOBALT. Ever since I bought this KOBALT tool, I've used nothing else to remove lug nuts from my cars or any difficult job that requires a lot of torque. And ever since I bought this tool, I have not used any air-powered staple or nail gun, but this. In fact, those two tools combined have caused me not to have aired my air tank for almost a year now. So now we've added another electric tool to our arsenal. And let me show you what it is. Well friends, we're in our front yard to demonstrate you the new tool we purchased, and this is the battery for the tool. It is another KOBALT, and as you see, you may be used to 18 and 20 volts or even 24 volts, but as you see, this is an 80-volt battery. It is a substantial battery. It is a lithium ion and has a LED check to see how charged it is, and this one is fully charged. So what in the world can you probably power with this battery? There are several items that you can power. Some chainsaws use 40 or 80 volt batteries that are electric but are wireless. But in our case, we actually bought an electric mower. And you simply put the battery in. And now it's ready, and I'm going to turn it on so you can see both how easy it is to turn on and how quiet it is as it compared to a traditional. Are you ready? And it's self-propelled, so now we're ready. As you can see, it's very quiet, and we found it to be quite powerful. What is your opinion?
Yeah, it did a really good job.
We have been using for a long time a ride-on mower to cut our yard, which is now down due to a failure of its engine. And until we repair it, we wanted something in between, but we might actually stick with this, both for the ease of use. You don't have to worry about pull ropes, you don't have to worry about running out of gas. This battery is fully charged in 20 minutes, but they last longer than 20 minutes in the mower cutting, which means that you can exchange them if you have a big yard without really having a big problem, a big issue. I find this to be very well built. It has a very easy way to change the height of the blade, and it has 7 settings, which I think are enough for the most demanding lawn keeper. It can bag, it can be a side discharge mower, or it does an extremely good job mulching. In fact, I dare say this is probably the best mulching mower we have ever owned. Would you agree with that?
Sure.
One of the things I like, unlike some other electric mowers, This is actually a metal deck. It's not plastic, so it is very rigid. And replacing the battery is very, very simple. You just lift this, and there is a little tab here that you press and kick the battery out. So you do that again or you cut. This is a very impressive machine. Again, let me show you the features. The on-off button is here. Well, actually no, this is the start button. To turn it off, you simply release the blade control. And in order to put it into the self-propelled mode, you push that forward. And this here controls the speed of the mower. I would also say that it's a very good looking mower. Would you agree with that?
It's sexy.
Very sexy. Yeah, I agree. I like that. Sexy. So, what does that mean? Well, let's talk a little bit about that. This KOBALT mower is 24 volts, and until we bought the lawnmower, was the largest battery I owned. I had a couple of 20 and some 18, and they were proven very, very useful. The lithium-ion batteries do not run down just because you have them on the shelf, and they're ready to use whenever you are ready to use them. So imagine my surprise when I saw this beast. Now, weight-wise, they are not much different, but this is a very impressive battery. And like every lithium-ion battery, when it is out of juice, it just stops. But you don't experience any loss of power while you're using the mower. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. That mower, one of the things that I really like, it has some intelligence built to it because it's a true multi-speed mower, and it goes automatic. If you all of a sudden go over a patch that has thicker grass or taller grass, the mower will rev up, will operate at higher RPMs, but in our experience, we didn't have it ever stop or get ganged up or unable to cut through any area of our yard. Very, very impressed with this lawnmower. I hope you like this review, and I did it because I'm becoming more and more of a fan of electric power tools, and it is true I rarely use my pneumatic tools anymore. Really, we even have an electric tire inflator, right? Isn't that what it's called? So I literally have not filled my tank, not my gas tank, my air tank. We love the electric tire inflator, especially my wife. Don't you like that one?
Yes.
It is very useful. It is light. It automatically stops when it inflates the tire, and it's very easy in setting it to the correct PSI, or if you prefer, kilobars. The lawnmower has a very good gear system. It needs no maintenance. You don't need to add oil to it. It is brushless, which means that I expect a lot of carefree use for many years. It has a 5-year warranty from KOBALT, and the battery, I believe, has 3 years. Now, it is not expensive. We found it at a reasonable price. It happened to be on a special on the store that we happened to go, and it was virtually the same price between an 80 volt with 2 powers or 2 batteries, or a 40 volt with 1 battery. So we decided to go with the 80 volt because, as you may be aware, electric equipment, the higher voltage represent higher power for the machine. And I'm becoming a fan of KOBALT. The price is very reasonable, and in the past I was buying rigid and Ryobis, but I really think now that I start having batteries for KOBALT, I will be happy to move into the KOBALT ecosystem. I've been very pleased with the tools that I have so far, and I really do like the blue color of the tool. Does that mean that air tools are dead? Not necessarily. There are always going to be some times that you need an air tool, even though I start thinking it is less and less likely. This KOBALT impact gun has 1700 pounds of torque. I cannot imagine anything that I will do that will require higher than 1700 pounds of torque. And to this moment, in any of our cars, it never had any difficulty actually removing all the lug nuts in a single charge, and actually I've used it, and as you can see, it is still full. Now some people will argue that air tools are better. They're actually heavier, you're tethered to a hose that is prone to kink or throw a leak. And in my experience over the last year, when I use my electric tools, I've had none of those problems. It is more flexible. I haven't had any issue with this. I actually, if you look at my woodworking projects, I don't think I've done a project in the last year that at some portion of the project I did not use this tool. So I'm very, very pleased with that, and this is the Ryobi Airstrike. This is the KOBALT 21-inch self-propelled mower, and I do recommend it without any hesitation, especially if you want to buy a gift for your parents, an elderly person that might have a hard time with a pull-push rope, or even having a hard time lifting a gas tank to refuel the machine. It will operate very quietly, which means you don't have to wear ear protection. And frankly, when last time we used it to cut the grass, I was walking next to my wife and we could have a conversation without having to shout while the machine was running. I like how it looks and I like how it performs, and so far I've been very impressed with KOBALT. I would definitely recommend this machine if you are looking for an eco-friendly, easy to use mower without the hassle of adding oil or checking oil or doing virtually any maintenance to it. In the winter when we don't use it, we don't have to worry about putting stabilizer for the gas or making sure that we empty it. There is nothing to do, you just stop using it. You take the battery out and you store it, and that's it. So from a perspective of usefulness, it's amazing. I hope you enjoyed this short episode, and if you did, please smash that like button. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Share, like, subscribe, and let us know what else you would like to see in our channel. From the Garage Wizard and Mrs. Wizard, we bid you a great week.